Today, we're going to be going over how to establish your buying criteria when evaluating potential real estate deals. What's going on, guys? Chris here from Boselli Brothers Real Estate, and today we're going to be going over exactly how to establish your buying criteria for potential real estate deals. Within the realm of real estate, there are so many different types of investing strategies and different property types. If you try to evaluate every single deal in a particular market, you will probably get analysis paralysis and never actually take action. Considering every single investment strategy or every single property type can be a huge mistake. As they say, a jack of all trades is a master of none. So, what can you do? You need to start by having an honest conversation with yourself. You should clearly define exactly what you plan to do in terms of overall investing strategy and what types of properties you want to tackle. If you're anything like me, when you're getting started, it can be very easy to get caught up in what strategy or what property type will be the absolute best and give you the best return. I'm telling you from experience, this is a bad mindset to have. You can make money from any strategy in real estate. The most important thing is that you actually pick one and get started. Getting one deal under your belt establishes momentum and gets you moving in the right direction. As you build experience, you can always pivot this strategy or adjust your buying criteria. So, how do you actually define this investing criteria? Let's jump right into it. The first thing you need to do is decide what is your general investment strategy. Are you going to buy rental properties, or do you plan to do fix and flips? What about wholesaling? Or do you plan to create more of an experience for your renters and take a stab at the short-term rental game? This decision will largely depend on your available sources of capital and your financial goals. If you're just getting started and don't have access to a lot of cash, wholesaling might be a great option for you. That being said, it takes a lot more hustle and manual effort up front before you start seeing any profits. Is your goal maybe to build up some shorter-term profits to save up for larger deals on the back end? If so, maybe fix and flip is the right strategy for you. Or maybe your goal is to slowly start replacing your W-2 income with rental income so you can retire early. In this case, building up a portfolio of longer-term rental properties is probably the best option for you. The market you are planning to invest in will also have a big impact on the strategy you choose. Are you going to focus where you live currently? If so, some strategies might just not make financial sense in your market. Or do you plan to venture out of state and pick a market that is optimal for your desired investment strategy? Luckily, we did an entire video dedicated to this exact decision that we will link right here and in the description below. Once you've decided on your general investing strategy, now you need to decide what type of properties you're going to buy. When selecting a property type, there are a few important factors to consider. For this part of the video, we're going to assume you already have your target market in mind. First, you should make a list of your must-haves and your deal breakers. This will help narrow down your options and avoid wasting time on properties that just don't meet your needs. A couple key metrics to consider are: number one, property type. Do you want to look at single-family properties, duplexes, triplexes, quadplexes? Maybe you want to target student housing or larger properties with individual bedrooms. Do you want to look at properties with in-law suites? Maybe you want to consider properties with secondary convertible rental areas like a garage with a loft or a basement that you can convert to a full-time rental. Or maybe you want to look at large lot sizes that have room for building ADUs or accessory dwelling units. Number two is going to be your level of distress. This is important regardless of the strategy you choose. Are you going to do burnouts or full gut projects or simple cosmetic upgrades? Higher distressed properties means more money is needed to successfully carry out the project. You're also going to want to make sure your contractor can handle these projects. If you're going to be considering fire damage properties, for example, make sure your contractor has experience and a history of dealing with these renovations successfully. Another thing to keep in mind here is the year your property was built. Obviously, older properties are more susceptible to breaking down and they have more periodic maintenance you'll need to worry about. Number three is whether your unit is occupied or vacant. We've done both, and trust me, dealing with occupied properties is not always the most fun. If you're inheriting a tenant that you did not place in the property yourself, you do not know what you're getting. This could mean you're starting your project off with an eviction, or it might mean that you need to wait for that lease to end before you jump into your rehab. This could also affect your financing options, as some loans are catered specifically to occupied properties. Check with your lender ahead of time to know what requirements they are looking at. Number four is whether you will be looking at value-add opportunities. Are you only going to be looking for deals with value-add potential? By value add, we mean additional opportunities on top of just fixing up the cosmetics of the property, such as adding bedrooms, bathrooms, or converting other unutilized space. Do you have a half bath with a large closet next to it that you could potentially squeeze a stand-up shower into? Or do you have an oversized pantry off the kitchen that could also be converted into a full bathroom? Hint, hint, if these sound very specific, it's because we've done exactly these types of renovations in the past and they add huge value to your properties. Number 5 is price. Be honest with yourself when deciding what you can actually afford. For example, if you're doing the BRRRR method, you're going to need some cash up front, so be honest with yourself with how much you can bring to the table or how much you can raise from investors. If you're going to use short-term financing, like hard money loans or bridge lending, make sure your personal debt-to-income ratio and debt service coverage ratio for the project matches up with the lender's standards. Again, make sure you check with your lender up front to make sure you're not blindsided at the closing table. A final tip, guys, whatever you decide to do, make sure you specialize in something. Pick one strategy and become a master at that strategy. As time goes on, you will build up a reputation for being able to close and execute these deals, and you will open up a lot more opportunities for yourself in the future. Are you going to specialize in bedroom conversions or adding full bathrooms? Maybe you want to pick out properties with foundation issues that nobody else wants. Whatever it is, if you pick a niche and stick with it, you're going to establish the contacts you need and build the expertise to be able to flawlessly handle these issues. Finding problems nobody else wants to deal with that you know how to fix will give you a lot of power during the negotiations. Overall, the more specific you can be with this criteria, the better you will get at underwriting these particular deals, and the quicker you will be able to identify a potential deal when you see it. As you build experience, you will also gain confidence in being able to purchase and carry these deals through to completion. And that's going to do it for today's video. Be sure to like, comment, subscribe, smash that notification button so you can always be aware when we put out new content. Head to our website and subscribe to our newsletter for all things real estate and investing news. As always, guys, our content is always free. Be sure to help us spread the word so we can reach as many people as possible. I'm Chris, Boselli Brothers Real Estate. We'll see you next time. Reading's hard. This is important. This is important regardless of the strategy you choose.
Again.
Did I?
Yeah.
The negotiation phase.
One more time, but yeah, that's it.
Ah!